Hey, everybody, welcome to another edition of Everyday Upland. Today, I'm going to do a video about Upland, but kind of more so about NFTs. And this question goes out to all players of Upland themselves, other YouTube creators, and pretty much anyone else who's watching this video who plays Upland or anything to do with Upland. Can Upland be a bridge for NFTs? And it's not really, I just was trying to figure out how I could put this topic without really giving out what I'm really here to talk about, because I'm really here to talk about um let's say redeemable NFTs. Okay. Porto, Portugal, for example, was released maybe a month ago, for example. And, you know, I'm going to say this before I really continue. Like, I haven't been really that active in Upland. There's a lot of talk of layer two being discussed in Discord, Twitter, various places. I haven't really participated in any of those. And one of the main reasons why I haven't participated in that is because I'm not really a big gamer, in the sense I've kind of grown out of that. Like, this game reminds me so much of the whole Monopoly idea. When I first came in, I thought Upland would have many different attributes to the game. And now with the talk of layer two, it seemed to be flowing more towards the whole gaming side of things. A lot of developers or I shouldn't say a lot, but the few developers that I've seen have brought games into Upland. There's racing, there's football, there's legits, there's fantasy, all of those things. That's great. For fantasy, for me, even though I have legits, and legits are great, I like those, I like to collect them. Even though I have fantasy and there's legits, to be honest, I am not leaving the fantasy um platform, which is Yahoo Sports, that I've used for like a long time, ever since I've been in high school, and that's a long time ago, right? I've been using that, and I'm not leaving that. I like that setup. I like to keep it kind of separate. I don't want to mix it all into this, but I'm not really going in that direction. Um, and layer two, with a lot of the conversations I've seen, I haven't seen them all. I'm sure there's other talks of other things. I'm not really close with the in crowd or the people who are talking about what the future may bring when it comes to layer two and stuff like that. So I don't have any insight and I don't have any knowledge on what's being discussed. But on the outside looking in, I was thinking of Gary V, for example. Upland asked today, and I want to add Gary V to that list of somebody famous who you would like to see in Upland. I had said Keanu Reeves. I got a handful of likes from that, and I appreciate that. But thinking about that a little bit more, I thought of Gary V and V Friends and how he did that with his community. He grew it to a point, got a lot of people involved. He got collectibles to now where he's expanded that same V Friends brand into stores like Macy's and Toys R Us. And then the whole thought popped into my head, which is something I myself is trying to figure out how to create a redeemable NFT. So I had to bring that as the topic today, more so of Upland being that bridge to make it that people can now come into the game, because Upland has your sports, your games, your that type of stuff over on that side. And then for another group of people, you could have reason why I'm showing you this here in Portal, because Portal, my block explorer, if you guys can see, let me go quickly to where it is. And I'm surprised this hasn't happened, is wine and cheese. And I thought to myself, wouldn't it be amazing if Upland found a way to, or to integrate, I should say, not, yeah, found a way to integrate Portal. How come they haven't maybe tried? I don't know if they have. I don't know the details. Like I said, outside looking in, try to collaborate with one of these companies that manufacture um, some sort of wine, some sort of spirit, some sort of cheese. There's like, I'm looking on the site here, I can't pronounce any of the names, but they listed about 10 different famous cheeses that are from Portugal. They listed 10 different wines and spirits that are from Portugal. There are companies that sell wine, cheese, for sure, wine and beverages in general, spirits, all those things that want to get into the Web3, that wants to get into the metaverse, right? And Upland has a huge advantage where it already has a huge user base of approximately 300,000. Majority of the people that watch my videos are above the age where they're able to consume some sort of beverage. There's people in the game who are building, like I intended to say, set up a meta venture. There's people in the game who are building to try and get a meta venture, building a showroom, building a factory, building all these things, and yet may not have any utility to that other than selling block explorers, manufacturing ornaments, manufacturing, I guess, cars, which Upland is doing right now. That's more to one side of the thing. Like, it's great to put decor and all these things on your property and stuff like that, but with Portal, other than the sports part of it, would have been amazing if Upland was able to incorporate some sort of beverage or a cheese company that wants to be in the metaverse and have redeemable cheeses or wines. Maybe more so wines, because people are collectors, right? Like I like to collect digital assets as well as real assets, right? So imagine, as a collector or trying to be a collector, I may be interested in certain types of wines, right? And these wines are only available, for example, in Portugal, and I'm able, in Upland, in a showroom or in a meta venture, excuse me, in a meta venture, to be able to purchase an NFT with the opportunity to redeem that item at a future date or today's date. Or if I'm able to purchase a whole bunch of different cheeses, collect those things, collect some beverages, and maybe I know a guy who's a wine collector and say, hey, bud, I have these NFTs that you can redeem at any time you need. This is coming directly from the manufacturer in Portal who manufactures this type of cheese, maybe, or this type of wine or spirit. Like, I believe Upland could be a bridge where a marketplace, a something where it can be created where people can come into Upland, and maybe the rule is you have to own at least one property. You come in, whether you mint or you buy off the secondary market, and you're able to come into Upland and purchase an NFT for a Portal wine that is real famous in Portugal, for example. Maybe you went on summer vacation to Porto and you tried a couple of wines and you thought, okay, maybe they're here. You come back home and they're not available. But then you find out that, hey, there's a game called Upland that I'll be able to buy an NFT where at some point in the future or today, I can redeem that NFT. I think, it would be nice to for Upland to also look at that angle because there are players like myself who are not big gamers. So I'm not really looking forward as much as I thought previously to racing. I'm not looking to really run around and blow up buildings in Upland. I'm not looking to try and play some soccer game in Upland, like, or even set up my legits to do fantasy. Like, I'm not really trying to do that at all in Upland right now. Like, that's one of the reasons why I've not been so much into the game. I just been letting my upex increase. I'm not trying to really spend too much, and I'm trying to position myself to get some where am I? Here we go. Yeah, trying to get, other types of properties, but it would be awesome. Like I was reading an article today that talked about redeemable NFTs and how these beverage companies that sell wine and all different types of things are trying to get into the metaverse. A lot of these companies are trying to get into the metaverse. I know Upland may not be like a really big business or a big company where they can communicate or anything directly with the top bosses in some of these companies, but they're able to make deals with Porto, a soccer team, right? That's just like making an agreement with a company that manufactures wine, for example. I'm not really a big wine drinker, but I know people that do and they enjoy wine and maybe I could introduce them, for example, to a wine from Porto by showing them the NFT and being able to say, okay, well, I have this digital asset. Let me transfer it to you. But in order for me to transfer it to you and for you to redeem it, come on in, join in Upland, purchase a property. You can purchase a property in Porto. You can purchase a property in Brazil. You can purchase a property in the United States and make it your home. And you're able to now shop in the metaverse with companies that are first movers into the metaverse. And maybe you'll find more than just wine. Maybe you'll like cheeses. Maybe you'll like, say, V Friends collectibles. And that's another thing too. Upland can be that place. We need this is a call as well to all the developers to try and create an auction house, a marketplace where people can come into Upland and find a lot of digital assets, digital collectibles, digital cards, all the things where NFT is heading for the future. I think it's more than possible. Yes, there may not be a lot of developers in Upland at the moment, but if we start to work on one of these different angles, instead of really focusing so much on the gaming part, because this we're already playing a game. I understand you want mini games within the game, and that's the idea for all these gamings. But let's also bridge to another side and balance things out because I believe a lot of the people, like I said, my audience are old enough to drink, right? They're old enough to have interest in various types of things. So it would be nice if maybe, you have a few people that drink wine. And if you guys drink wine, just let me know down below. List few of the wines that you drink. Maybe Upland watches this video and see all the different people who list some of the wines that they like and maybe consider meeting up or trying to get in contact with one of these wine companies or brewers or anything. And that's another thing too. We sell so many breweries in Upland, and there hasn't been any connection with these breweries where, because there's, I know for a fact, I've seen it online. There's breweries wherever, I don't remember where it was, that sold an NFT to its members, I guess, or its community, and these people get free beer ever so often. Like, so many things can happen with NFTs. And I guess right now the focus is on the gaming side of things, but Upland and Uplanders, please consider the other side or other possibilities that NFTs can offer. It all can be done within Upland. It can all be done by bringing in more partnerships. I don't know what you guys have in the future. Hopefully, that's something you've considered. Um, that will bring other people in the game other than just minting new properties, um, racing, what else? Sports, legits, fantasy, all those things. People will maybe will bring in other people because you have redeemable NFTs. And I think that's a big thing that Upland would be really ahead of the game if they try to incorporate that into the game, because like it would be another reason for wanting to get more people into Upland, into purchasing a property. So just being in the game, owning a property, will give you access to all of these different forms of NFTs. So that's just my thing that I had today that was on my head. And I said, I have to get this out there because I think this would do Upland like a great deal if they made it possible for redeemable NFTs. This is what's coming. We can't avoid it. Upland, it's something to consider. Um, yeah, guys, that's what I had for today. If you guys like the content, and it had to be something different too, because just before I close out here, because to be honest, I'm a content creator. I'm tired of doing videos telling you guys, which you guys all get notified in the app, that tomorrow will be the collections release. Like, oh, take your property off the market if you don't want it to be sold because the collection releases tomorrow. We've done so many videos on that. I'm tired of doing videos. I don't even bother doing those type of videos. There's so many people already doing those videos or posting those things. Like, I don't see any reason for me to go in and do it on top of that. To me, that's just low value content because it's already known to majority of the players that are in the game. Yes, it's good for new players to know, but not every city release we need to know that collection week is tomorrow or collection day, collection reveal is tomorrow. Take your property off, and these videos about the floor and how to buy properties correct and not to buy the floor and all of these things. To be honest, I came into the game. None of these videos weren't around when I was there. But now, as I'm in here in the game long enough, a year, I've just passed a year, and I didn't even do a video to celebrate that. I probably should have, but whatever. Um, you know, so many of these videos coming out. Oh yeah, take your property off. It's gonna be collection release tomorrow. Yeah, that's great. You don't need everybody doing those type of videos. I don't do those videos. I try to stay away from them. But anyways, guys, this is what I have for today. If you guys like the content, please let me know down below. If you haven't subscribed yet, and I still have a lot of people who view my videos and yet to subscribe, please consider subscribing. That would help me out a lot. It would help the channel out a lot and would help the channel to grow. I want the channel to grow. I have future endeavors, future plans that I would like to implement or bring to this channel and bring to you guys. So please consider to subscribe, hit that notification bell, If anything else, leave a comment down below. I'll definitely get back to you. And yeah, that's it for me. And I'll see you guys next time. Good night.